Top of the morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you will be watching the session. Welcome to the lifestyle segment right here at Prime Media TV. I am Ayo, and as you all know, right here in the segment, I bring you interesting conversations ranging from relationship, parenting, and many more. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I haven't been speaking on parenting for some time now. Do not worry, very soon we are bringing the parenting topic back to the show. So, here today, we have something to discuss with you. And if you remember last week, we looked at the conversation on why love is not enough in a relationship. This was the conversation, and we promised you, we said we are going to wrap up the show with you right here today, and here we are bringing back the conversation to you. So the question is, if love is not enough, what then is enough? Was the question you all were asking last week, and today we are here to tell you more reasons why love is not enough. And as you all know, I will not come here alone to come and discuss with you. I have my co-host here who we will be having this conversation together. So we'd like that you stay with us. So last week, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So last week we look at why love is
love
not
fail.
why love fail in relationship. I would like that we quickly wrap up with the conversation because we have an interesting topic to discuss with you today again. So would you mind to
All right.
give us
All right.
some more tips?
Like we said here last week, we said the failing of love does not start. It does not happen accidentally.
Yeah.
It starts, gradually. And sometimes some people are not focused enough to notice the signs. All right. Love is not enough, and that is why if you don't understand that love is not enough to sustain relationship, to sustain marriage, you won't know when it starts failing. All right. So what are the other things needed to make love more, to strengthen love more? When there is lack of respect in any relationship, be it in business, any relationship of any kind, when there is lack of respect, such relationship will crash.
But when you're talking about respect, respect in what context?
Okay. For example, you are a lady, and let me use it for example. We are in a relationship, and I happen to be older than you. So long we have come together, the age shouldn't count. I should give you a listening ear.
Yeah.
Your voice should be heard. Now, or in the other way around, I happen to be financially stable than you are, and irrespective of that, your opinion should still count.
Yeah.
So in a relationship where the man feels because he can, make all the provisions because he is older, and therefore the other partner shouldn't air her view, is lack of respect. It's considered lack of respect. My opinion should be considered too. I should have a say in any decision we are making. When these things are not in place, it kills. And this thing happens gradually. Before you know it, this man that doesn't even hear me, that doesn't even want to hear my opinion, how am I going to cope with this man in marriage?
Okay, we should as well note that there are some relationships that the woman doesn't even respect the man too.
Yes, it's vice
So
versa.
outside that the woman opinion is not heard and all of that, there are times that the woman as well indirectly treats the man with disrespect. In a public place where you're supposed to be the man, you are already talking down at him. Shut up! What do you know? Disrespecting him before your friends, disrespecting him before your.
I was actually speaking from the man's angle.
Yeah. Okay.
It's vice versa. This thing it's a both-sided case. There are ladies who are mannerless. So I said that it is in coming together of two people you get to know their weaknesses. So in a situation whereby you as a woman, this man might love you, but he's still checking to see some other things in you. And in the public, you are just imagine. As a lady, you are having a misunderstanding out there where your man is, and your man is telling you it's okay. No matter how pained you are, even though it is your right to be angry, So long your partner is telling you, please, it's okay, you must calm down and hear him. That is respect.
Yeah.
Even though you have every right to react, but somebody you love, somebody that is your partner is telling you to calm down, and you're able to swallow that pain and calm down, it is respect.
Okay, so that is it. What I just pick from this conversation is that when when either party involved in the relationship does not have respect for each
Each
other,
other.
regardless of the amount of love you have for each other,
It will gradually
it
wash
will
away.
gradually wash away, because there's a way love gets boosted via respect. You know, this thing that they talk about submission in marriage for women, when women submission can be that you respect your husband, you value his opinion, you let him talk, you listen to him, you hear him out, you seek his authority before you go ahead to make a
His
decision,
approvals.
you seek his approval. And if all of those things is not in place, there's tendency that this, how can I love a woman that does not respect me? So I think love and respect goes hand in hand.
Yes.
As the man is doing the loving, the woman respect. So and at the same time, respect should not be one-sided.
It
So
should
we
be both
started,
sided.
yeah. So we started this conversation from the fact that love is not enough. What other things do you need? You need to be respectful. You need to respect your partner's wish. Their opinion is vital,
Regardless of their age,
regardless of
regardless of
their
their
age
financial status.
and financial status and all of that. So okay, what other things should we consider before we move on to our hot
Other,
topic today?
all right. You see, the causes, these things are numerous.
Yeah.
We'll just mention just few.
Mm.
Another thing that can kill love is acute jealousy, excessive jealousy. You know, this saying that before Abraham, Jesus was.
Yeah.
Now, before I met you, of course, in my list of friends, there are female friends. So now, having a relationship with somebody or meeting a person, and because we are together, having a partnership, whether in marriage or relationship, you feel you shouldn't seal me with any female gender. It kills relationship. When the partner is not comfortable relating with people as a result of jealousy from the partner.
What if the woman is just being overprotective? What if she's just protecting her territory? You know, there's a way women feel like this is my territory. You know, you see a woman, she's in the bus or she's in a public place. You know, there's a way you want people to, especially if you don't have a ring. You know, if you have a ring, you can easily fly it at people like, look at, I'm married and all of that. But if you don't have a ring, you want to guide your territory. You want people to know that, no, this particular property, na me get am, na my own. You know, there's a way you just want to, okay, like I know of someone that in the church, he used to be a people's person. So for the fact that he's a people's person, ladies come to him. He was a youth pastor. So, and you know, as the youth pastor, everybody will want to associate with you and all of that, especially the ladies when they saw that their youth pastor is a potential partner. So when he got married and his wife started attending the church. These people did not respect the fact that he was married. After service, they will say, Pastor, we want to snap with you. Pastor, we want to do this. And the wife will be there. She will not even, they don't respect her. They will not even greet her. Other days when they go, hey, hello, and they will go and meet the man, greeting, the kind of respect I tell people, the kind of respect you cannot give to my partner, don't give
Give it
me.
to me.
The kind of attention you can't give to my partner, don't show it to me. So she wanted to guide her territory. She wanted them to know that he was in charge. She said one day, they used to do like that. They would not even greet her sometimes. She said that day, she just called, there's a name she used to call her husband. She just said, she just called the husband and said, have you forgotten what we said we want to do? And both of it was so hilarious. Right there in the church, both of them started kissing each other. And that was it for every other person. They saw that, okay, this is somebody's property. She wanted them to say, I am in charge. Both of they actually planned it. So there are women that they just want to tell people that I am in charge. And there are some mothers that they overprotect their son. The fact that you're married to my son doesn't mean you have to take him away. So some mothers have overprotected. So the woman just wants to show that this man, she's your son. Married to him, he should prioritize me first before he prioritize you. At the same time, there are some sisters that they don't have boundaries for their brother's wife. So the woman just wants to show that, no, this is my husband. You cannot just keep coming, all the bills on your head, your hair, your everything, your undies, everything that you need. You have to call my husband to come and do this. There should be boundary. So because some relatives, they don't have boundary for the man, so the woman tries to create the boundary. So how are we going to call that jealousy?
Now, you see, the angle we are handling
Okay.
in a situation whereby the lady frowns at seeing her man with anything that has to do with other females. If a female call is coming in his phone, there is this change in mood, not knowing why the person. You see, you cannot protect what you cannot protect. There is no how you follow your partner to everywhere he goes to. Now, just like the case you narrated, you mentioned, there is a way you handle things and you become wrong. You get it? No, when you notice you are married to somebody and before you marry the man, you must acknowledge who his lifestyle before both of you get married. If you can't deal with it, don't marry him. He's a social person, and you saw him that way before you went on the altar with him. It is wrong. If you know you can't cope with my lifestyle, don't marry me, because you don't force change. Change is a self-determined thing. Now, you are in a relationship, for example. We are talking about relationship now. You don't want the man to mingle. You are very you are very unhappy when you see him around other ladies. No, now. So it will be difficult. Gradually, that man will begin to think, this lady that just want me all for herself, doesn't even know who I'm related to. Because sometimes the other person can be, colleagues, can be business partners and all that. So that is why I say excessive, jealousy. Normally you must protect your territory. All right. And there's a way to go about it. And even anything you do will be justified. But when it is out of control, it becomes a problem. So lack of self-control in the area of jealousy can kill love. No matter how strong a man loves you, no matter how strong a woman loves a guy, and the guy just does not want to see, whether your sibling, your relative, does not want to see anything male gender. No, now, it can kill love.
Well, then, if you ask me, I would call that obsession. When you become obsessed, when you love flows naturally. Love flows via other traits that comes with it. Love comes with kindness. Love comes with empathy. Love comes with seeing things in the other person's perspective. But when come to a point where you have to hurt the other person all in the name of love, then it is no longer love. To me, I feel like it is becoming obsession. You become obsessed. This thing is my thing. I can do anything to guide it, even to the point of hurting the other person. So because we have other topic that we want to consider today, we may not be taking more than this, because today we want to look at breakup. We are looking at everything surrounding breakup. We may be looking the likely causes, citing other real life examples on breakup, and how some of you, how some of you go about breakup. You just break up via text. Hello, I'm not doing again. You send a text message, I'm not doing again, without considering how the other person go about it.
So somebody will go and commit suicide.
Before somebody will go and commit suicide. So today we are having the conversation on how the right way to go about breakup. So we'll be going on a break soon. As soon as we get back, we'll go into the show. Please stay with us.
See where I can get these shoes.
Have you tried online vendors?
Yes, but I haven't found anyone like it.
How about remy.com.ng?
Remy? I'll check it out.
If I don't get to see where I can get these shoes, I'll just give up on it.
Oh my god, I found it!
At remy.com.ng.
This is how we put a smile on the face of our customers. We do not only make you see what you want, we also get it delivered to you at your doorstep. Why wait? Visit remy.com.ng to buy from us today. You can also sell your products on our website. Delivery within Lagos takes only 3 working days. Interstate delivery takes 7 to 14 working days. Contact the number on your screen for more details. Terms and conditions applied.
Welcome back to the show. So we really cannot say that, if we by the time we start dissecting the meaning of breakup, virtually all of you know what breakup is. And if you're from the country that me I came from, you know that breakup is breakfast.
Breakfast.
So breakfast. Yeah. So if they have served you breakfast before, you know that's what, maybe we should have even used breakfast instead of breakup. But then, I want to look at likely circumstances that surround breakup. You know, there are times that you just hear that this person served me breakfast on a on one of the
wrongest
of the wrongest for the wrongest reason. How can you tell me that you are breaking up with him because I don't breathe properly? How can you tell me you are breaking up with me because I snore? That can be a vibe. That can be a viable reason because some people don't like their sleep disturbed. No, that can really be an important reason. But there are some really flimsy reason that I'm breaking up with you because you don't walk properly. People can learn how to walk. You hear that I'm breaking up with you because you're wearing red on yellow. You can teach them how to dress. So people break up for one of the wrongest reasons. So the reasons here,
break up?
The reasons are the things that we want to first of all consider. Why do people break up? What reason? What should be that strong reason that will make you say, no, I can't take this any longer, and I want to break up with this person?
Okay. As a man, I would tell you that before you consider breakup, it means firstly the love is no longer there.
Really?
Yes. You can't tell me you love somebody, because when you say you love somebody, I said earlier or in one of our program here that you are willing to accept that person's weakness. So now when you are saying you are done, you are tired of tolerating that person, you are tired of accepting and managing the situation of that person, that is when you consider breakup. Now, so
but the part of you no longer love the person is what I don't understand.
Okay.
Because I mean, you can love a person like I have a friend who broke up with a guy. Why? Because their genotype does not match. I know of another person who always thought she was AA until she checked her genotype. She discovered herself and the guy were AS. The love was there, but they had to let go. So breaking up, you can still love a person and still break up with the person.
Yeah, that is a good point. Those are situational breakups.
Okay.
All right, they have situational breakup because you can't force the marriage, else both of you will bear the consequences. We are looking at the breakup whereby people just break up for no notable reasons.
Okay.
All right, that is what we are considering.
Okay.
And I tell you that you cannot say you are serving somebody breakfast when you still love the person. It's a different thing when you break up based on those what you just mentioned. The connection will still be there. You will still be friends. All right, you still be supportive to each other. All right. The way you talk, control it. Sometimes some people say break up because of the way their partner don't know how to don't control their fat. You can fat anywhere.
Oh. When I heard fat, I thought it was obesity.
No.
Okay, fat as a mess.
Yes.
Okay.
That you can't hold it anywhere it comes. You release it because you feel it's your own. I owe nobody apology. These things, there's what the Bible calls little vines.
Yeah.
There are things you feel it does not matter that really matters. So I want to believe that, the thing is that what you are considering nothing might be very huge in my own eyes. So, but to me, I feel before any breakup, there is usually a communication. There is usually a communication because I don't think I can. Now, as a man, normally now, I've dated some people. So why do I leave them? If you love the person truly, I believe before you can leave that person or serve the person breakfast, or there should be a communication, constant communication, and there is no change. Then you can now you'll be left with no option than letting go instead of wasting each other's time. All right. So, but a situation whereby somebody just serve a lady or the other person breakfast anyhow without any tangible reason, I will tell you that that person that served that breakfast has not loved that person beforehand. You might be telling the person, I love you, I love you. It is not about the confession. It is about the action behind it. Right. So I want to tell you that if you can't just like your clothes, you can't just discharge a clothes that you know that you still love, you still like wearing this. You can't just trash it like that.
Yeah.
All right. So even if you want to give out your clothes to somebody, you feel like it's no longer my size. Yeah. And I can't, so but something that is still of value to you, you can't just trash it like that. So I would say that if your breakup just come anyhow, sometimes you love a person and you don't know the person does not love you. No, it's a problem because you don't even know the heart of the person you are calling your lover. So one of the major reasons behind this thing is all this undescribable breakup, lack of love. The other person is tired of the other person. So he will not consider how you are going to react to it, how it's going to hit you. He can break up with you via text message, not knowing whether you're on bike.
You should go further.
So that to me, I feel that though not all relationship will lead to marriage, all right, but at least we should consider, and this thing is a responsibility for both male and the female. Consider at least how the breakup is going to hit the other person. The thing is that somehow if you as a man, if a lady truly loves you, there are actions that will prove it. But it's quite unfortunate that sometimes there are some of us that fall in love in full, the whole of our body, our spirit, soul, and body. And when such person is being served breakfast, it can lead to not eating of food for days.
They are not hungry. Because me, myself, and I, after breakfast, I dey chop. If you are not hungry, no chop. How can you need strength to cry? That's the truth. You need strength to cry. How can I just be wasting my tears without eating? Even while I'm eating, hey God, I'll still be eating that food. Because
true love has not hit you.
I need strength to cry. That's the truth. Even if anybody, God forbid, nobody will die now. But then you need strength to even bear that burden. Personally, for me, regardless of the bad experience, this thing that people say, I'm thinking I can't eat. I lost my appetite. Oh, you lost the appetite? I'll help you to hit the food. Now you lost appetite. Me, I not lost my own appetite. No, I'm not a foodie, but I need strength to do anything I want to do. I need strength to cry, even to sympathize with you, to encourage you. I need food. Oh, you're feeling the kitchen. Let's eat first. After eating, let me the encourager. I have the strength to encourage you. Well, that's actually by the way. I'm just being sarcastic and all of that. But then I feel like like you have said, there should also be notable reasons why you want to break up. And this notable reason include when a relationship gets to a point that you have been physically abused, you should leave. Most times we overlook certain things that people do. For somebody like me, you cannot beat me like by play. Like you cannot jokingly beat me. You can't.
And you say it's a prank.
What kind of prank is that? You are playing with me. You're already tapping me like this. You're playing with me. You're already giving me backhand, because I will never play with you in that manner.
Calling you abusive names.
Calling me abusive name and all of that. And during the break, I was before we even started the show, I was talking about my experience with a breakup, that I broke up with somebody via text. We're still going to discuss that. But then via text, WhatsApp message. Because there are things that you can no longer take again. And I got it up to here. The deal breaker for me is that you can't call me names. You can't. I value my self-respect, self-esteem so much that anything is a deal breaker for me. You can't be indirectly be telling me that you can't be fatter than this. So I can't be fatter than this, so I should be slim for life. You cannot be indirectly telling them that, why are you looking like, why are you, there's a way you correct people with love. And by the time your correction starts looking like you are abusing this person, then it is no longer correction, it is now an abuse. So when you indirectly abuse the person, it is a deal, your partner is already like, you're a mumu, you're an idiot, you're a fool. That's the emotional abuse.
Abuse.
That emotional abuse. There are times that they are not beating you, but you're already seeing the sign. They
That
mistreat
is
people
going
around
to
them.
it is going to grow to beating.
Exactly. They mistreat people around. You see somebody, they respect you as their partner, but they don't respect other people.
Others.
I
With time, it will get to you.
I used to have a friend. One day we went out, and he was supposed to be a potential partner, and we went out as friends. And on our way back, I think he was having a conversation with the driver. In that conversation, he was talking to the driver. He was already annoyed, and me, I probably because I grew up in a home where we give sign language and all of that. I was pressing his lap like this, and there's no how at least that is telling you calm down. I
Calm
was
down.
seriously pressing his, dabbing his lap to calm down. This one, he continued though. He was shouting. The driver was on full speed though. He was shouting at the driver, "There's nothing you can do." Blah, 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 blah. Before driver will go and somersault. That was it for me. That no. A partner who cannot
Cannot
control
control
his
his
anger.
emotion, his anger.
Like you said earlier, that when your partner is telling you that, guy, don't do, babe, it's okay. You should be able to listen to that
Swallow
person at
that
that
anger.
point. So if as your partner, I cannot control you at that point, something is wrong.
Even in the public.
Even in a public place like that, there's a way you will be giving me, don't talk, relax. I'm doing like this for you, but you're not relaxing. On motion. What if this man just get angry? Look at the back,
Let,
slap, and all of us fine like
let's
that.
kukuma kpai everybody.
How will I explain it?
Mm.
So that's the deal
It's a
breaker
red
for
flag.
me. It's a red flag for me, and all of that on reasons why people break up. So I think people should start taking notes. Take note of these signs.
We are really going to go deeper into this program. As a matter of fact, it's not going to end today because people should know when to go.
Yeah.
You see, when you stay where you are no longer needed, you should expect abuse. Sometimes the guy is actually giving the sign. The lady is giving the sign. You see, understanding sign is safety. Both in relationship, in any way we find ourselves, understanding sign is very, very important. Don't neglect sign. Don't think, sometimes you say he's going to change later. Do you know if he's willing to change? So relationship, breakup is normal.
Yeah,
Breakup is normal. When you know both of you can no longer, it's better you break up than you go into marriage and begin to cry. All right. Breakup is better than divorce.
Yeah, exactly.
You get it? So people should understand that it is what we are going to be considering is things that lead to breakup. Why should people break up? And how do people the best way to break up? When you are right,
we're actually going to have that conversation
yes,
now. The right way to break
up.
I mentioned earlier
because in letter writing you have formal letter and informal letter, and they have formula for both writings.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there should be a proper way of breaking up so that the other person will not hurt himself or herself wherever he or she is.
Exactly. So we'll be going on a quick break now. When we get back, we're going to look at the right way to break up, because this conversation is very broad and we don't want to just stay here, because we do not intend to look at only this conversation alone. But as soon as we get back on the break, from the break we'll look at the right way to go about breakup. Please stay with us.
Just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. And the only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my whole scenery with your astonishing beauty. You couldn't make.
Welcome back to the show. So we want to quickly look at the right way to go about breakup. I had a bad habit of breaking up with text message, and it was an experience, because later on when we had the conversation, the guy was like, hey, that day, if not I was with my friend's mom, that she was patting me and all that. He said, I would have done what I should not have done. But then I also saw that as depending too much on the other person. Like, as I did, so I love myself too much than to die for somebody.
Uh-uh.
I love myself so much. I can't die for you.
But somebody died for you.
Somebody died for me. That
That is
one.
the person.
That's that. No, everybody know that one. That he came to die for all of us. He took
That is
everything.
his mission.
But that is his mission. My own mission be that. My own purpose be that. But me, my purpose is not to die for anybody, because I feel like you should have a level of self, regardless of. It was painful.
Self-love.
It was a painful experience for me. It was really painful. But I considered my future. I considered the future of my children more than, because I want, if the best gift I can give to my children is the gift of a good father, it is enough for me.
Yeah.
So I saw that this person does not have the potential. I want somebody that will be able to model, that will going to be a father figure, that will be an hero to my children, not just some random person. And it was it for me. It was a deal breaker for me. This person can't be it. You are not modeling the right. But how can you, my children will abuse, we offend you? You're already telling them they are mad, they are stupid, they are this, you are your door head, you are olodo, you are that. So for me, it was red flag. You can't be a father figure. And regardless of how painful it is, I'm going to let go. So that's not the conversation. The right way to go
break
about
up.
breakup. I feel like there's a way you started. There should be a way you end it. So I would like to hear
I don't
your
know why you are
thoughts.
channeling this question to me, because I'm a man. Women do break up, with men too.
Yeah,
They do,
exactly.
women do serve men breakfast too.
Yeah. Well, for me, I feel like it was later on after the text message when he
So you
explained
broke
to
up
me
through via text
via
message.
text message. So it
Wow.
was after that I learned my lessons that
It's
I
not the
should
best
learn
way.
to have I was running away from the conversation. I was too afraid of telling him his faults.
Face to
There's a
face.
way you are so afraid. You love this person too much that you can't tell them their errors.
Okay.
You can't tell them where they have flaws, because you love it. We do it a lot many times. Because this person is my mom, I can't tell her the truth. This person is my dad, I can't tell them their faults. They tell, is this dress fine? Then it's fine because they are your friends. So I was afraid of having that conversation with you. So I learned my lessons that I should learn to have proper conversation with the person. Call them. If it warrants you to go out on a date, let's have this conversation. I don't think I can continue. So I feel like I don't want to ever experience that breakup thing again. But if at all you have an encounter, you want to break up with somebody, I feel like it is right to call the person to order. These are the things you are doing that I don't like, and I can't bear it any longer. So let's have this conversation. I can't bear it again. Let's everybody go their separate ways. So that would be my take for my ladies. So
All right. To me, I feel it's still the best way. All right. It's still the best way. Let there be a conversation. Let there be a meeting. For example, I used to have this lady. I loved her, and the time came, I discovered that it's no longer how it used to be. I tried to to manage the situation, and I discovered it's beyond. So I had to, it was off in my mind. All right, and I don't want to, break up in my mind, and somebody somewhere is still dating me. In order to make it official, I had to call her, and we went to a quiet place. While we're drinking and eating, I made it. It was very cool. So even if you want to cry, you cry in a cool way. That's how So I ordered for things, and we were eating, and I stated my purpose of, So
hi, pure wickedness.
no. There's a way you break up with somebody, and after the breakup, both of you can still be friends. If you still have a way of being of help to each other, if both of you cannot, because like I said, not all relationship must lead to marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but when you have come and discovered that both of you are not fit to be together as husband and wife, you can still be friends. You can still be helpful to each other. So break up in a way that both of you can still meet tomorrow and render assistance to each other. And the best way to do it is to discuss about
Have
it,
conversation.
not text message like we did.
Okay, so I acknowledge my fault. I acknowledge my fault. So learn to have conversation. There's a way you guys started. There's a way you talked to you. There's a way you talked to her that made you come to a place of agreement. So the same way, if you want to dissolve it, come to a place of agreement. Summon the courage. Like for me, I was afraid of having that confrontational conversation. Like this is somebody I love so much, and I'll be telling telling him right to your face, I want to feel betrayed. I'll be betraying my emotion because I tried it many times and I discovered I was betraying my own emotion. And I see that no, this thing cannot work. I just had to do it via text. That is not a justification. So for you, learn to have the conversation. So hopefully, if we can take a topic related to this next time, we will bring it back to your screen so we can have enough time. But for now, Yoruba will always say, Roger Musolokun. So this is where we'll call it a quit right here at Prime Media TV on the lifestyle segment. I am Ayo. Until I come your way again, do have a great day. Bye.